All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to talk about a fascinating piece of tech called DeMoD. And yeah, it might start with what looks like a simple little box, but trust me, what it unlocks, it's a whole world of possibilities.
So, I've got a little riddle for you. What's the one thing that connects the raw, screaming energy of a guitar solo with, say, the super immersive, all-around you 3D audio you get in a next-gen video game? And the super high-stakes, super precise diagnostics you need to figure out what in the world is wrong with a modern electric car? It seems impossible, right? But the answer? Well, it's actually pretty amazing.
Okay, so to unpack this, let's start where it's maybe most familiar. Think of it as this incredible dream tool for creators, specifically for musicians and gamers. So check this out. For a musician, this little box is a full-blown, professional-grade guitar effects processor. We're talking distortion, reverb, the whole 9 yards. With latency so low, under 5 milliseconds, you literally can't feel it when you're playing. But then you take that same box, plug it into a gaming rig, and suddenly it's a ray-traced audio engine. It's creating these insanely realistic 3D soundscapes. And get this, it's offloading 20 to 30% of the work from the main CPU. That's a huge performance boost. So you've got to be asking, how can one little device be so good at two completely different, super demanding jobs? Well, to get that, we need to pull back the curtain and see what's really making the magic happen. Okay, the easiest way to think about the DeMoD ecosystem is like a body. You've got two main parts. First, there's the hardware. That's the brain. It's a really powerful, pocket-sized USB device called a digital signal processor, or DSP for short. This thing does all the intense, real-time calculations locally. It's the powerhouse. Then you have the software, which is like the nervous system. It's an open-source system called the DeMoD Communications Framework, or DCF. And its job is to let that powerful brain talk to, well, just about anything else, super fast and super reliably. So that DSP chip, it's basically a math genius. It's a specialized microchip that is an absolute monster at crunching complex numbers, especially for stuff like audio processing. It does it in real time with almost no delay. That's why musicians get that instant, lightning-fast response they need. And the DCF, that's our universal translator. Think of it as the software that speaks every language. It's modular, it's open source, and it creates this common ground for data to move around, making communication between all kinds of different systems incredibly fast and efficient. Okay, so we've got the brain, the DSP, and the nervous system, the DCF. But the really critical part is how they connect to the rest of the world. And this is where we get to the real secret sauce, the thing that makes DeMoD so powerful. It all comes down to one thing, its ability to speak any language. See, the whole system is built around plugins, and this is where your mind should just start racing with possibilities. You can load a plugin that lets it talk to high-fidelity microphones, or one for a car's computer system, the CAN bus, or Bluetooth for wireless sensors, Modbus for heavy industrial machines, Zigbee, Quick for cloud servers, you name it. It's not just a device, it's a chameleon. It becomes this universal data translator for pretty much anything. And that right there, that's how we make the jump. That's how we go from something a musician uses on stage to a critical tool in heavy industry, all using the exact same piece of core technology. All right, let's look at a real-world example. Forget music for a second. Let's step into a modern electric vehicle repair shop. You've got this super complex EV, and something's wrong. How do you figure it out? Okay, here's how DeMoD handles it. It's a 3-step process. Step 1 is sense. We use the I2S plugin to literally listen to the motor's audio signature, the unique sound it makes. At the same time, the CAN bus plugin is pulling data on battery voltage and temperature. Step 2, process. Now that powerful DSP chip gets to work. It analyzes the sound for any tiny signs of wear and tear, and, this is the key part, it correlates that audio with the vehicle data, all in real time. And finally, step 3, communicate. The DCF framework bundles up that complete diagnostic report and uses another plugin, the Quick plugin, to shoot it right up to a cloud dashboard for the mechanic to see. And look, this is so much more than just gathering a bunch of random numbers and sounds. It's the synergy, right? The way it senses, processes, and communicates, that's what turns all that raw, confusing data into something a person can actually use. It creates a clear, actionable insight. And once you get this sense, process, communicate model, you realize it can be applied almost anywhere. I mean, think about it. In manufacturing, you can use it for predictive maintenance on factory machines. In healthcare, You could analyze biosignals from wearable sensors in real time. You could even use it in aerospace to monitor the health of an aircraft engine while it's running, or in the environmental sector to detect tiny pipeline leaks just by listening for them. The applications are just huge. So this all leads to a much bigger idea. It's not just about what the tech can do, but who can do it. This is really all about democratizing high tech. Because here's the part that's going to blow your mind. This hardware, this incredibly powerful and versatile tool, costs somewhere between $50 and $250. Let that sink in. $50 to $250. For this level of capability, that's almost unbelievable. It puts world-class tech in the hands of, well, everyone. Hobbyists, small businesses, university researchers, you name it. And maybe the most important piece of the puzzle is this. It's not some closed proprietary system where you're locked into one company's ecosystem forever. Nope. It's FOSS and FOSS. That stands for free and open source hardware and free and open source software. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means no vendor lock-in. You're not stuck. It means you have the complete freedom to change, to modify, to customize both the hardware and the software to do whatever you need it to do. It means there's a whole community of people out there building new plugins and making improvements all the time. What it really means is that you have a platform that grows right along with your imagination. So think about it. We started with a guitar solo, we talked about gaming, we ended up diagnosing an electric car and listening to jet engines. It all comes back to this one single, open, affordable platform. This isn't really just a product, it's a universal toolkit. So the only question left is, what problem would you solve with it?